Welcome to Nisreen's Art World. I'm a dancer and a visual artist with a background in graphic art and psychology. In this podcast, I'll be exploring a variety of topics, from book reviews to dance analysis, through an artistic lens. I hope you enjoy the journey. Hello there, this is Nisreen. Welcome to the third episode of season 2 of my podcast. It's lovely to speak to you again. Today, I'd like to talk about 3 paintings that have empowered me. I've always loved painting and looking at art, from commercial illustration to fine art. It was a passion which led me to pursue a degree in art. But sometimes I wonder, if I hadn't felt so lonely when I was younger, would I have been so drawn to art? Maybe not. Art was a psychological bridge between me and the outside world, pulling me out of a dark place. So, today I want to express my appreciation for the art that helped me get through those times. The first painting is The Port of Saint-Tropez by Paul Signac. This work was created around 1901 or 1902. Signac, a well-known French pointillist painter, is often remembered as a close friend of Van Gogh. I first saw this bright but serene depiction of the port at the National Museum of Western Art in Tokyo when I was a preteen. The rhythm of his brushstrokes felt strangely comforting, yet also vibrant, creating a unique blend of calmness and energy. Sometimes I would sit on the sofa in front of the painting, imagining myself melting into it. Later, I discovered that Signac painted this piece in the year following the death of Georges Seurat, another pointillist painter he greatly admired. Perhaps the serenity I sensed came from the balance he found by focusing on the present, despite the heartbreak of losing his role model. This piece is stylistically distinctive, with larger dots and softer compositions compared to his earlier work. The vivid, forward-looking energy it exudes may reflect Signac pushing beyond his grief toward a new creative era. Whenever I think of this painting, it reminds me of the great healing power of living in the present. The second painting is My Birth by the Mexican artist Frida Kahlo, painted in 1932. The style is somewhat naive, but its impact is profound. At the center, Frida's head is emerging from her mother's body, surrounded by blood. A weeping Virgin of Sorrows watches over the moment. Some believe the painting was inspired by her own miscarriage, and the facelessness of the mother could symbolize the recent loss of Frida's own mother. When I expressed my love for this painting at 17, my art teachers simply frowned. They saw it as grotesque. But I found peace in this raw depiction of birth, stripped of sentimentality or glamour. The mother's face is hidden, her individuality erased by the primal forces of nature. This speaks to the rarely addressed dark side of life, the part we often shy away from. As a teenager going through puberty, this painting reflected the pressures I silently endured. Kahlo's work showed me that I wasn't alone in seeing the harshness of birth and life, and that it was okay to grieve. Her art merges raw reality with surreal elements, offering comfort and truth. The third painting is Boy with a Spinning Top, 1738, an oil-on-canvas work by Jean-Simeon Chardin. The painting shows a young boy with a bow in his hair, playing with a spinning top on a desk. The soft, muted colors and the boy's peachy cheeks evoke a sense of warmth and innocence. I was introduced to this painting through an art book my teacher brought to one of my private lessons. I was around 12 or 13 at the time, and I had the privilege of learning from a brilliant, funny, and nurturing female art teacher. Her influence and guidance are things I still cherish to this day. Looking at the boy's peaceful expression, I felt a connection to the most serene part of my childhood. There's a theory that this painting aligns with Enlightenment ideas about childhood, especially those of Rousseau. Chardin's depiction of children as vulnerable and cherished stands out, especially compared to other artists of the same period, like Fragonard. Whenever I think of this painting, I am reminded of the nurturing care I received when I was that age, and it fills me with warmth. So, there you have it, 3 significant artworks that have shaped me. The Port of Saint-Tropez by Paul Signac reminds me of the resilience found in living in the present. My Birth by Frida Kahlo showed me the strength of facing life's darker aspects. And Boy with a Spinning Top by Chardin fills me with the warmth of nurturing love. What did you think of today's episode? If you enjoyed it, feel free to share your thoughts on social media or through the contact form in the description. I'd love it if you could leave a review too. Thank you so much for listening, and I will see you next week.